Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet a sunflower book sleeve. Let's see what we need before we get started. For this project I used 4 yarns, you can choose whatever you like, and then I used a hook of 4.5mm and of course you need a needle and scissors. So let's start. Grab your yarn, the brown yarn for the first round. Wrap it around your fingers, then pull through the second yarn. For those who don't know how to do the magic ring, this is a magic ring and you can do it the way you like it. And pull through the second yarn from your hook, then secure the magic ring with a single crochet and then chain 1. So you got your magic ring with a chain of 2, and then you are going to make a 15 double crochet. So 15 double crochet, and the chain 2 that we did in the very beginning, it is counted as a 16th double crochet. So here is the double crochet 1, or this is the second one, and then this is the third one. So you got to keep doing it until you get to the 16th double crochet. So this is the last double crochet. Now you have to do a slip stitch on the top of the chain 2 that we did in the very beginning. Now cut off the yarn, and this is the end of the first row. So let's then move to the second row. You have the beige color, you make a knot, and then you take the first round or the first piece that we did and insert the knot, basically insert it in any place that you want on the top of the double crochet, and then you have to chain 2. Now what we are going to do is to do double crochets, but this time we do unfinished double crochets. So for this stitch we should do 3 unfinished double crochets, and here how you do it. So this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So you have 4 loops on your hook. Pull through all the loops on the hook, then chain 1. So in the next stitch you do the same, but this time you have to do 4 unfinished double crochets. So the first loop, because we do have the 2 chain that we did, and so we don't need for only 3 double crochets are enough to make 4 in total on the first stitch. So this you have to keep going and do 4 double crochets. If you lost the counting while you are doing, if you lost the count, you basically have to count the loops on the hook. Here's the end of the row, so you have to end it with a slip stitch on the top of the very chain that we did, the chain 2. So just cut off the yarn, and then we begin round number 3. Round number 3 are the petals of the sunflower. So you have, this time you have to do the double crochets between the gaps of the second round. So here is the gap. Insert your hook in that gap and then pull through or insert your yellow yarn into that gap. So make chain 2, and then you make unfinished double crochets, but this time like the round number 2, but this time do 5 double crochets. So here is 1 2 3, because we have the first one as a chain 2. So this is 3, 4, 5. So these are 5 loops on your hook. Then chain 2 this time and make 5 double crochets in the next stitch. So I will tell you what you will see here. You will notice that this time we will have 6 loops on the hook, and that is because of the loop from the first chain 2 that we did. We did chain 2 after we completed the first petal. That's why we do have the 6th loop on our hook. Not matched, I mean, to the first stitch that we did, the first petal that we did. You get me? So just make this over and over until you get to the end of the round, and then end the round with 2 chains as you did, and slip stitch on the top of the double crochet. So here is it. Now we are going to make the square, or the square that is surrounding the flower or the sunflower. So pick your turquoise yarn and do a chain of 3. Then this time we're going to make a triple crochet. So here is how you do it. You loop over, or you yarn over twice, and then you pull through 2, then pull through another 2, then pull through the last 2. So here is your second triple crochet, because the chain 3 that we did in the very beginning, it is counted as triple crochet. So this is the 3rd triple crochet here, and then you make 3 double crochets in the next gap, because we are making the square in the gaps. So 3 double crochets, and then you make 3 half double crochets. Make half double crochets, and it's your choice if you want to hide the yarn rather than cutting it off, then weaving the ends. So here is the 3 double crochets after the 3 half double crochets that we did, and then we get to the edge of the square. The edge of the square is doing 3 triple crochets. So here's the first one, this is the second one, and then the third one. Then you make a chain of 3 chains to make the edge. So here is the chain to make it curved. So we are going to make another 3 triple crochets in the same space that we've done the first 3 triple crochets. So this is the 4th, and this is the 5th, and here is the 6th one. Then you repeat the same. You do 3 double crochets, then 3 half double crochets, then 3 double crochets again, and you get to the edge again and do the triple crochets. So I'll meet you at the end of the round and show you how to end it. Now to end the round, I've done 2 triple crochets in the very triple crochets that we've done. So this is the second one, and then the third one, and then chain 2, do a slip stitch on the top of the double crochet. So here it is. Now, if you want to make the book sleeve more bigger to suit more books for the medium sizes or the bigger sizes, you have to do another round of double crochet. So basically, crochet all over the square. Do double crochets on each of the stitches, and here how you do it at the edge. Do a double crochet for twice and then chain 2, do another double crochets, then make the same pattern for all the sides, and I will show you how to end it again. Chain 2 after you make 2 double crochets here, chain 2, and then do a slip stitch and then cut off with the scissors. So we finished our first sunflower square, granny square, and you have to do another 5 of these in order to make the book sleeve. So here are the 6 sunflower squares. Now this time you have to put each square next to another square. So you have 3 sections of the book sleeve, and what we have to do now is attach the squares together with the needle. So begin with 2 squares and hold your needle, and of course if you want to remove the lifts from the yarns you can do that, but I usually do that at the end of the project. So insert your needle in the edge and then make sure that you are inserting it in the back loops of each square. So do that over and over until you get to the end. So attach all of the squares to each other, and then I will show you what to do next. Now we got our book sleeve here. We've got all the pieces attached together, and then we got to make a frame, and I like to make it with a brown yarn, and if you want to make it with any color you like, that is totally up to you. So we've got to make the frame now and choose the back loops of the double crochets that we did as the last round, and so pull through the brown yarn through the back loops on the hook, and then make single crochets all over the double crochets. So make this for the whole sleeve. Line it with the brown yarn with single crochets, and don't stop at this point, but carry on and continue until you get to the first single crochet. Now, after completing the lining, you have to weave the ends and make sure that you are doing it very carefully to not let it loose by the time. Then cut off with your scissors. And here is a sleeve, but we still have another thing to do, and that is the cord. So I like to make it with a brown yarn as the lining and the first round of the sunflower to match it, to make it matched. So just continue to crochet the cord and you will get at the end of it a total of 100 and 100 of 45, something like this. So wrap over the cord after you finish crocheting it and wrap it again. Then make a little tie . Then if you want it like this, that is up to you, but I would like to add small balls, small wooden balls. That will be nice to add it as an addition to the sleeve. So insert the yarn into the needle and also the wooden ball. No way, here you are. So just make the third one, insert it, and then make a little knot this time. Tighten it very well and then skewer it with some glue. So make the same for the other side and then cut off the ends. Here you are, you got your book sleeve, but I want to show you how it will be when you get your book inside it. So here is the book. Here you got a nice sunflower book sleeve. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and that it wasn't that long, and I hope you've done yours. Share me some thoughts about it in the comments and wish you all the best.